What is up? What's up, guys? It's Jason Overthink Gaming. You clicked on the video, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, so you know what this video is going to be about. So first of all, we're going to start off by talking about Fomo real quick. We all know who Destiny Fomo is. If you clicked on this channel, you know who she is, and you know what I think about her. I think she came into the scene as a phony. I call that shit out from the start. Now, does she play games? Yes, whatever, but she came from Twitch, and she's a different type of gamer. She came into the retro community. When I say retro, I mean old school games. She was over here talking about Nintendo 64, GameCube, all kinds of older, Nintendo products and games. Now, to me, I don't think she brought any quality to the gaming scene. I called her out as fake, and clearly somebody was working behind the scenes. You could just tell when she spoke, her words were just not right. You could tell she was not comfortable in speaking about gaming stuff. I know in my last video, I gave the critique that she's gotten a lot better at speaking. Yes, she has, but I still don't think she can speak about games, which, hey, it's not an easy thing. Also, in bringing her up, she's part of the Nintendo/retro community. We have to talk about Sun. So Sun, I've once called her the Nintendo Queen. Just in my video about Destiny Fomo, I'm like, dude, you ain't the Nintendo Queen. Quit calling yourself that. It belongs to Sun. Now, what I gotta say about Sun is she comes off as a very nice person. She's very energetic, very out there, almost like the female version of Wood. Now, the thing about her and her thumbnails, they're very clickbaitish. You'll notice some of her thumbnails can come off as a little sexual, misleading. I don't know. If you watch any of her videos, like I said, she's very high energy. And one thing that she does a lot is she shows off her assets. She's straight off showing off that booty. She's showing off her muscular legs. She's built like a stallion. And, she wears dresses, doesn't sit properly, wears the shortest shorts. She shows off what she got. And what I think about Sun, she's a gorgeous woman. She's very pretty, but she does that stuff on purpose. Of course, it gets her the views. It gets her the likes. It gets her, attention. It is her thing. Now, as far as her quality of bringing, news or anything useful to the gaming community, I don't think she has it there. But she is very entertaining. That's her best part. I think she knows how to entertain people. She brings a different style. She vlogs. It's more a newer age of YouTube. So I could dig her style of YouTube. I subscribed to her and I liked her at first, but once I saw a couple videos, I just could not put up with that. It wasn't for me. I see it was clearly for thirsty men. And she's over here, I would consider part of the retro scene, even though she talks about Nintendo Switch. She's part of the community. She speaks to all the people in the retro scene. And that's just a scene that I do not understand. So with Fomo, it works because a lot of the people came from Twitch. And then, of course, you're going to have your pervs. It just happened to work for her. She's young. It worked. And as far as for Sun, whatever she's doing, obviously it's working. So Sun put it out there on Twitter that Monday she's going to be collabing with Destiny Fomo. I think this is a wrong move for her. It is what it is, but rise up, Simp Nation, man. But it's something about I have a problem of these girls just coming to the retro scene. It's just, I have a problem with it. It is what it is. And I'm going to continue making videos and speaking my mind about it. But on Twitter, not too long ago, I was on there and I saw a new face. This face kept popping up. Every once in a while, I would ignore it. I already could tell the type of girl. I kept seeing cleavage. I do not want to see this. And it kept popping up and up and up. You follow somebody, they like it, they reshare it, whatever. Or retweet it. So I ended up finally deciding, let me see what this girl is all about. So her name is Zap Crystal. The first video I clicked on was this one right here. I saw this, I looked, and I just saw cleavage. That's all I saw. I'm like, no, don't tell me she's one of those trying to come into the retro scene and this and that. And look at what she's wearing. She zipped that down low on purpose. And to me, like for real, she looks like April O'Neil. Like she's a cosplayer, April O'Neil. I was like, come on. I don't know. She looks like April O'Neil to me in here. I was all like, something is just off, man. I was all, I have to check out this chick. She's definitely doing like some Fomo stuff right here in the retro scene. And I got to see what she's all about. So I decided to go her Twitter and I got linked there to her YouTube and I went to her page to check it out. The first video I clicked on was this video. Let's check it out. So right off the bat, I heard that jingle and it reminded me of Fomo's. It's not exactly like it, but very similar. And she talks about a game here, and she kind of speaks like FOMO. She stops at every single word, and she kind of speaks like that a little bit, doesn't have that flow. So I was like, okay, and not only her appearance, she reminded me of FOMO, showing the cleavage, even the wall of games in the background. Just pay attention to those little things and let me know what you guys think.
Now, what is Neversong about? Neversong is a psychological adventure game. It is a single player, and it has very interesting aspects about it that I definitely want to talk about. Now, let's start with the beginning of the story. This is a boy that is in coma.
So already thinking this girl is a lot like FOMO. She has my attention. I go back to her Twitter and I check it out and I see this tweet. My fiance and I's reaction when a new video is about to drop. See y'all soon. It wasn't the word fiance that got my attention. It was the guy she was with. I'm all like, I've seen that guy. Isn't he the guy that John Hancock does videos with? Like, I've seen this dude. I've been seeing him a lot from John Hancock. I'm like, dude, what is with this dude? So I clicked on his name and I saw this. And right away, when I saw I was blocked, I knew who it was. It was that wrestling photographer, that wannabe Booker T motherfucker. So this motherfucker right here, when I got the Fomo Strike, shortly afterwards, I did the Revenge of the Bird King, and this dude threatened to strike me. He said he was gonna send a strike because I used his photos. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Use your photos? Like, whatever. And I was all like, I used the video. What I did is I used a Metal Jesus video. I took it from YouTube, used the fucking video, and I clipped out a part that showed a couple pictures of people, and it had his watermark. I'm like, that's what he's talking about. I didn't even believe that it had the watermark. These photos were bad. They look like cell phone photos. I would not have put them up if I thought they were like somebody else's work. It just out of respect, because, you know, I'm friends with photographers. I know shit, but there's no way he could send a strike. When you send a strike, and especially for photos like that, you need serial numbers, all this. Maybe he could have provided it, but I was all like, nah, dude. Like I didn't even want to go through it. At the time I was going through a strike, I was new with the striking system at the time. I wasn't too aware about it. I'm like, dude, I don't even want to deal with this. And on Twitter, this dude was just an asshole. And when I DM'd them about it. I apologized. I went through it. I took out that portion of the video. That's why it doesn't really match if you guys watch it now. And there's a part of it you can tell where I took it out. The flow kind of messed up. And he still was an asshole. He said something like, since you like to talk, you might as well talk about this on your channel. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, you're fucking nobody. And I got messages from people that saw the Twitter argument going on that were like, dude, this dude's an asshole. He just wants attention and this, that. And I dropped it. I never thought anything of it. And now that I see that this is the same dude with John Hancock, I'm like, what the fuck? This dude is up to something. You know, like everyone on YouTube, they're just looking out for their own. That's why I say, be careful if you run in clicks or have friends on YouTube, man. Everybody's out for their own. That's the truth. But anyways, so I went back to her profile and I saw, yeah, she does have videos with him, like a lot of them. And then I noticed, you know, this dude was with John Hancock. She even had a video of her fucking interviewing John Hancock. I'm like, dude, that's straight up like, hey, hook it up, you know, let's get her channel started. Like, you know what's about. Do I have to really explain to you guys what that's all about? Like seriously, when I saw that, I'm like, all right, I see what you guys are doing. You guys are using John for his platform. Oh, he's a friend or whatever. Nah, it is what it is. It's your connection through Hancock. It is. I mean, if you guys think it's cool, if it's gonna get you subs, whatever, but it ain't gonna get you subs. Interviewing John Hancock, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I saw that and it was just like, what? Like so I started looking deeper into this girl and I started looking at more videos. And the more videos I saw, she wasn't showing cleavage. She wasn't. She was dressed really nice. She's an attractive woman. And I was all like, you know what? This is cool. When it came to video games, I didn't see her being fake at all. Like, she seemed legit. She seemed like she knew her stuff. And she was bringing value to the content. She was telling people about certain games, this and that. And it was pretty good. Now, on that first video that I showed you where I was saying how she speaks, I feel like she was not comfortable. She was showing the cleavage. I feel like she wasn't comfortable. She wasn't who she was. To me, that was a low attempt at, you know, trying to make a production film. She tried to read a script that wasn't written by her. I don't know what the situation was, but the comfort level wasn't there. She didn't have the flow that she normally has. And I've seen videos of her at cons just talking to people. She seems Very sweet, relaxed, outgoing. She seems like a good person. If I would have never, ever saw those other videos, I would have never thought anything like that. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because when I saw that, you know, I automatically put her into a different category. I put her into that FOMO category. I put her into that Sun category. And she could still stay in that category. Who knows? She's still, you know, new to YouTube. She's growing, but she ain't growing at no rate like what FOMO grew. And I don't see that in her. I don't see her as that type of person. I don't see her as a person that's going to be throwing that OnlyFans. I don't see her as the type of person that's going to just be showing off their body, making those thumbnails that are like clickbait and kind of sexual. I don't see her as that type of person. So I just want to make this video to show you guys, like, man, I really hope she doesn't fall down that path. She brings value. She seems like a nice person. And that's the easy way out. If you want to grow fast on YouTube, look, John Hancock used Metal Jesus to grow fast, and look at him. He didn't even know like how the striking system was. He was sending false strikes to Smash JT and Dave from D-Dave. Rest in peace, Dave. It just, I just, you know, I guess that's the price you pay for going fast. But anyways, I thought this shit was funny because I was all like, dude, another Destiny FOMO. It's a clone. She's obviously a little small clone of Destiny FOMO. Somebody is behind the scenes. I don't know. What is it with these guys and pushing the girls? I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's the first time anyone's been seeing my box.
Oh, I gotta say, Destiny, it's a very nice box. She's holding the blue box.
The turquoise.
I'm over here holding the gray box. She likes to call it the black box.
Yeah. I just think it's the box that makes it look black. The inside is what matters anyway, and we're gonna get real deep inside that box soon.
I had to show that clip. I had to. Sorry. Yo. Oh wait, that dude's her friend, right? I don't know. No disrespect to Twinex. I don't know shit about him, but I just laughed that they were doing ASMR with a dynamic mic. You know, it's like that mic's not meant for that. Even if you turn up the gain, who cares? Let's not even talk about that. That's a funny clip. But main point is, just be you, be real, be yourself, and do what you got to do to be different, but do not step to that shit. Don't be odd. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please drop a like. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'll be catching you guys soon. Peace out.